come your way. You don't type of white people. You like to be seen. You couldn't even give me my gas so I can go. You want to be seen. You one of them white people.
What's going on?
You want to say that somebody doing something to you, but I'm not in no direction of her.
Relax.
I'm not in no direction of her.
Listen, relax, okay? Come on here.
Because I wanted to get my gas, and this she didn't want to give me my gas.
Man, listen to me.
And I'm like, why you don't want to give me my gas?
Hold on, listen to me. Go outside and talk to me.
Yeah, we can go outside.
Okay. Hey, trespass.
This is a weird.
Go ahead and tell
the police. You need the police.
Just tell her she's trespassed. Ma'am.
I could be trespassed. I will slap you in real life.
Ma'am, go outside. You've been trespassed.
I will slap you in real life.
Listen.
I will slap you in real life.
Listen, you're going to go to jail now if you don't go outside.
Okay, I can go outside.
Then go.
It don't matter. I can go outside. I'm going outside.
Ma'am.
Right here is the moment everything shifts from a heated argument to a legal situation. Once an officer issues a lawful order to leave, and especially after a trespass warning is declared, the stakes change completely. At this point, it's no longer about the gas dispute, it's about compliance. If someone refuses to leave after being told, that alone can justify a trespassing charge. And when you add verbal threats like "I will slap you," that opens the door to disorderly conduct or even more serious charges. The big question for you watching: should officers give more leeway in emotional situations like this, or is strict enforcement the only way to keep control?
She's a liar!
Yeah, go outside, you're gonna go
She's
jail.
a liar!
All right,
She's a liar! She's a liar! She's a liar!
Stop.
I'm not going to jail. Get off me.
A3, send me another unit.
She's a liar. She's a liar.
Relax. Listen.
Okay, get off me. I'm not
No, listen to me. You're going to jail now. You were told to leave.
Okay,
and you're not.
Let me leave.
No.
My phone
Relax.
is in my pants.
No.
My pants. My phone's in my pants.
Okay.
Okay, you won't let me to you won't let me
Relax.
down and I need to touch this lady? It's up.
You were told to leave. And
Okay,
you
can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave?
Don't tense up, all right? Or you're gonna get
Can I
tased.
leave?
Don't tense up, or you're gonna get tased.
Why you gonna arrest me? Can I leave?
Listen, no, you're not.
Why?
I told you.
Why?
This is where things get even more intense and risky. When officers start giving commands like "don't tense up" or warning about a taser, it means they perceive resistance or potential escalation. Legally speaking, even passive resistance, like pulling away, stiffening up, or not following instructions, can justify increased force. But here's the nuance. From her perspective, she's confused, overwhelmed, and trying to process what's happening. From the officer's perspective, hesitation can look like non-compliance. This is a classic clash of perception versus protocol. So let me ask you, do you think she's resisting or just panicking?
Relax.
Wait.
Relax.
I don't need to bring the trust me, I just
Relax.
I just had a baby.
Okay, all right, relax.
Trust me, but I don't need to go to jail. For real, I don't need to go to jail. I just had to let baby.
Relax.
For real, I'm not
Okay, relax.
I'm telling them.
Okay, all right, we're good.
All right, for real. You don't need
Turn around.
All right.
Stay there.
I'm right.
Stay there.
Now we're seeing the physical side of enforcement, and this is where public opinion often splits hard. Officers are trained to gain control quickly once an arrest is underway, especially if they believe the person isn't cooperating fully. But to the person being arrested, it can feel aggressive, unnecessary, even humiliating. Notice how she keeps insisting she's walking while the officer says she's not. That contradiction is critical. In court, these moments often come down to body cam footage and whether the force used was reasonable under the circumstances. So what do you think was this reasonable control? Or did it go too far?
Stay there and relax. Okay? Turn around and face the wall. Spread your feet apart.
Why are you doing me right there?
Spread your feet apart. Spread your feet apart.
My feet are spread apart.
Kick your leg out to the right and don't move.
What you mean? To my right.
Your right leg to the right and don't move.
What you mean? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you.
Yes, ma'am. I just need one other unit.
Don't hurt me. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. You want this lady?
Nope, just don't move.
Just don't move?
Yep.
Don't move. I don't want to move. Bro, you don't need to do me.
All right. Just relax. Relax. Just relax. All right,
I never been aggressive.
All we're gonna do is just go outside.
All I asked her is why she want to ask me my gas. Why I'm getting arrested? Why am I getting arrested? Because she wanted to ask me my gas? Why am I getting arrested? Wait. Why are you dragging me like? Why are you dragging me like
because
that?
you're not walking.
Cause I'm walking.
Then let's walk. Then let's walk.
Well, be nice to me. Be nice to me. Be nice. Bro, I'm never going, what's that
I'm gonna
word?
remove this.
What's that word? No. This is my outfit.
How do you gotta
This
take that
is mine.
off?
This is mine.
How do I take this off?
Sir, can I sit down? 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 Can I sit down?
How do I take this off?
Sir, can I sit down?
There you go.
Sir, I don't need to go to jail. I asked the lady why she wasn't giving me no gas. That's the only thing that I asked that lady. I didn't ask her nothing. I'm literally going to jail for asking her why I didn't go to get no gas. Bro, sir, please don't take me to jail. I literally just had a baby.
Sit inside.
Please, sir.
Let's sit inside.
Sir, please, can we talk about this?
No.
Can we talk about this?
We're done talking. Okay.
Look, sir, look, talk to me before you.
This is one of the most human moments in the entire situation. The tone shifts from confrontation to desperation. She's pleading, explaining her record, trying to negotiate her way out of custody. But here's the reality. Once an arrest decision is made based on probable cause like trespass after warning, it's rarely reversed on the spot. Officers don't typically undo arrests because of apologies or explanations in the moment. That happens later, in court. It raises an important point. How much should past behavior matter in real-time policing? Should a clean record influence decisions like this, or is it strictly about what's happening right now?
We're having a seat.
So.
There you go.
Sir.
Sir, can y'all please give me a chance? Y'all wouldn't even give me a chance.
Nope.
Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Be an officer.
Right now.
Give me a chance. Be a chance.
Listen, right now you're acting a fool.
Officer.
I'll talk to you.
You didn't give me a chance.
Close that door.
You just closed the door on me.
Thanks, brother.
Of course. Anything else from me?
I'm good, thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one.
You just closed the door on me. You didn't give me a chance. I literally was trying to be. Officer,
83 on 1015.
Officer,
Here, put me on the list for transport.
Officer, please, I will apologize if you want me to. If you want me to go in there and say I'm sorry, I will never come in here. I will never come in here.
Valid license.
Ever. I will say that, and I will never come in there ever. I will be forever trespassed. Promise. I did not come in there for that at all. That's not what I came in there for, officer. I did not. I'm asking you to please give me a chance. I haven't been in trouble. You can look how long I haven't been in trouble for. Bro, give me a chance, please.
All right, give me a second.
You can see how long I haven't been in trouble for. You can look at my record and see it. Bro, I haven't been in trouble. Please.
All right, be right back.
Here's the official breakdown, and this is where the legal clarity comes in. The charges are trespass after warning and disorderly conduct. Trespass after warning means she was explicitly told to leave and didn't comply. Disorderly conduct typically involves behavior that disrupts public peace, like yelling, making threats, or causing a scene. What's interesting is how quickly a customer service dispute turned into criminal charges. The employee's statements about threats and yelling play a huge role here. So think about this. If there had been no threat and no mention of slapping, would this have ended differently?
Water gas can?
Oh, was that sitting there?
That's what it all started over.
Where, what did you see?
I was out here actually eating a piece of pizza, but I was inside first, and she came out here, couldn't get the pump because she couldn't lift the nozzle.
Okay.
And then she went in there, and I was out here, and then my kid's like, I want a piece of pizza too, Dad. So I went back inside. She was just going holy hell in there.
And what did you see in there that she was doing to him? Just doing what I saw, basically yelling at him and stuff?
That's all I see, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You have your ID on you real quick?
Yeah.
I'm just going to put you in the report. Doesn't mean anything. You kind of saw it, so.
Can I go?
Are you calm down yet?
Yes, I'm calm.
All right, well, when I get back, I'll talk to you.
I've been calm. I've already been ready to go home. My son been waiting on me all this time. I was supposed to pick my son up from school. This up, bro. The only reason why I was in a rush is because I was trying to pick my son up from school. And this want to make it seem like I'm getting attitude with her, and I'm just trying to hurry up and pick my son up from school. That's it. What the bro?
Who was she yelling at the most?
Started in on me. And
you are, who are you?
I'm the store lead.
You're the store what?
The store lead, the manager.
Oh, manager, okay.
Yep.
Store manager. All right.
But she was just in general yelling.
Candace?
Yeah. Well, she came I'm the one that called.
And you were the one that issued the trespass that I told you to, or
Yes.
who issued the trespass? Okay.
I did.
All right. All right. And so she just came in here being disorderly.
She came in, and when she initially came in, she was looking for a gas can, whatever, and I think she was on the phone yelling at somebody. And then she paid for $10 in gas. She went out to the pump. She came back in, yelled at us to set the pump. It was still on there.
Okay.
She went back out and then came back in again and started just screaming and carrying on. At that point, once you start raising your voice and yelling at all of us, telling us you're going to slap all that nonsense,
Yeah.
I canceled her gas and I handed her her receipt and told her to get out.
Okay.
And then it escalated from there. There was a customer standing
And
here.
she said she was going to slap the out of you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to put you down as a second witness.
Okay.
What is it, Alicia? She trespassed. If she comes back in here again, she'll go to jail. So she's going to jail for trespass after warning, and she's going to go to jail for disorderly conduct. Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
I might be back in, but
I don't normally call 911, but when it gets,
I got you.
mean,
No,
she
you did.
she
You
was
did
in
the
a
right thing.
customer in a customer's base too, and went to slap a customer, but he left. He was like, I don't want any part of all that.
Okay. All right. All right. Good enough. Thank you, ladies. Bye.
I have a house here. I'm going to buy a house here. I'm working on closing on a house here. I'm tired of Newport Richie, bro. Whenever a motherfucker that don't like what the you saying, they can get you arrested. That's not right. Cause that took my money. At the end of the day, y'all should be arresting her. She took my money. The girl at the gas station. Cause I paid gas at the gas station.
She refunded.
So why she took my money?
She refunded your money.
No, she took my money. From the first time when I came to a gas pump, that's why I said something.
I saw the receipt.
So I'm getting arrested for saying something for somebody refunding me.
So let's wrap this up. What started as a disagreement over gas escalated into a legal situation involving trespassing and disorderly conduct. The key turning points: the refusal or perceived refusal to leave after a warning, and the alleged threats that pushed things into criminal territory. From a legal standpoint, the officers followed protocol once those elements were in place. But from a human standpoint, this case raises bigger questions about communication, de-escalation, and how quickly everyday situations can spiral out of control. Now we want to hear from you. Who do you think was in the wrong here? Should this have ended in an arrest, or could it have been handled differently? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.